Alright everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for tomorrow. To all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel, and to all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video, and to stay tuned on in towards the second half of this video, because right after this chart analysis on CLOV stock, I have a ticker symbol to share with you guys that you won't want to miss. We've been discussing it since it was $11, and in the last several weeks it's jumped up close to 40 to 50%. All the way up beyond $16. It's pulled back down, and there's no better time than now to start watching this stock and doing more research on it, as well as I'm going to show with you guys the ticker symbols I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. And if that's something you want to become part of and you want to know what stocks I watch daily, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description to the Discord, and by joining you'll become part of a growing community of investors all looking to learn and grow together to maximize profits and minimize losses. So here we are with CLOV stock. It's actually pulled down and it's pushing upwards, right? A lot of investors are anticipating a run towards the end of the week, right? Through all the volatility that's happened. But one of the most important things right now that I'm really looking at here is that it touched a new low since hitting these highs, and it broke out of that channel of the consolidation period, right? It broke out of that channel. It went below that point that we were watching of 1342. It went right down to those lows right here where it consolidated after the first run, and then that next day in the pre-market ran again and took off, continuing those highs. And that point right there is 1291. It broke through that, and it's sitting right now fighting in a tug-of-war zone in this area. So we got to look at today's support level, the new support level. And I have some other points to watch here together, because this stock has broken out of that channel of consolidation before the next run or catalyst. I'm not saying it's not possible to run from where it's at, or even if it falls down, it won't come back up. I'm not saying that at all, but the further down it goes and breaks through these supports, the further it's getting from the 50-day moving average, and the much more difficult it's going to be for a short squeeze to even happen, because what makes shorts cover is the stock going up, not going down, right? So the bulls need to come in stronger than ever and push this one up and break through the 50-day moving average, because this has been struggling to get above the 50-day moving average. So the 50-day moving average is 1396 to be exact, okay? Anything below that is bearish, anything above that is bullish. And today's new support and lowest point reached in the day was 1250. If that gets broken through, I'd watch this very carefully. And the next point of reference I would use, and it's an informal one, is down here at 1089. I would just round that up to 1090 to see how the stock's doing between 1250, 1090, if the bulls try to reappear and bring it back up, or if the bears are tearing this one down further into lower support levels and deeper into bearish territory. Now, the first resistance level that the bulls really need a breakthrough is up here at the highest point before the fall, and that is right here at 1388, a little bit below the 50-day moving average of 1396. Those 2 points really need to be broken through so that the bulls can start pushing upwards. And once they accomplish breaking through the 50-day moving average and the first resistance level and pulling away from it, that just means they're getting one step closer to the 50-day moving average. But ideally, the 50-day moving average is the support they want to break through next. And once that's accomplished, the highest point of yesterday, right, was 1545. And that would be the next point I would be watching for the bulls to push upwards towards and break through to push further away from the 50-day moving average, build a rally to the upside. And the higher this goes, the higher the chances the shorts will have to cover, forcing them to go from being bears into an obligation of being a bull by buying back their own shares. So it's going to be important to watch these levels moving forward. I look forward to seeing your thoughts down below. If you own any shares, how confident do you feel about this, and where do you stand moving forward? If you learned something new, don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell so you don't miss a single video that I post. Share this with a friend so they can receive the insight as well. And all I ask for is 3 to 5 more minutes of your time. I have a ticker symbol to share with you guys you won't want to miss, as well as the opportunities we found this morning over at the Discord. So stay tuned, and we're going to jump right into it. So the ticker symbol I have to share with you guys today is one that I've talked about before here on the YouTube. And it's one that was sitting at $11 the first time we caught it. It started moving upwards and I reiterated it at 12. And this is a stock that has dominated in its sector and will continue to by the looks of it. Now, it's innovating and catching up to what technology and innovation has required it to. And it's a blue chip stock, part of the S&P 500 index. And it's a stock you definitely want to keep your eye on moving forward. But before we talk about that stock and we look at that chart, I want to share with you guys the opportunities we found this morning over at the Discord. And if that's something that interests you and you want to become part of, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together to maximize profits and minimize losses. So here we are with APRE. This was one of our top performers of the day. It all happened in a matter of minutes. We caught it at 690. SPI at 785. This one pulled back and jumped up, giving us 5 to 10% opportunities. AUVI, same thing, pulled back a little bit. We caught it at 1269 and jumped up, giving us 5 to 10% opportunities on its highs. And BCTX, we caught it at 645. This turned out to be one of our winners as well. So let's go ahead and look here at these opportunities, how quickly they reacted, and when we caught them. So BCTX, we caught this one at 645, and just a matter of minutes towards the bell and after the bell opening, it gave a highest point of 10 to 15%. And if you waited towards the bell and caught it on that first little dip, it gave a 5 to 10% opportunity. Now, that wasn't the highest of the day because it went almost closer to 760, giving a little bit more room to the 15 to 18% jump. But I'm just going off of the first jump that we caught in a matter of minutes. Now, the other one was APRE, and this did turn out to be the highest point of the day. We caught this one at 690 on one of the dips in the pre-market, started to run and consolidate, and at the bell, it hit a dip, right, back closer to 690 and took off for a 10 to 15% opportunity, and we caught this one early in the pre-market, started watching it and starting preparing for this opportunity. But throughout the day, it gave dips and runs of 5 to 10% opportunities as well. So if you want to know what stocks I'm watching daily and what I'm looking at, you're more than welcome to join us. The link to the Discord is down below in the description. So what's the stock you want to add to your watch list and that I have talked about before? Well, that stock is Ford, guys. Ford is important. You want to add this to your watch list moving forward. And this is a stock that has been pulling downwards. And we started talking about this one way back on this dip. When this fell pretty hard at earnings and consolidated, it has shot up a 30% plus opportunity, almost 50 if I'm honest with you guys. This jump was pretty big from 11 to 16. It's a 30% to 50% jump so far. We talked about it again in the 12s, and I even reiterated on it as it was pulling back from the 13s towards 12, and it continued to run. So this has given multiple opportunities, and now that it's pulling back, this is a stock with all the hype going into EV and finally coming out with the EV truck, being the #1 selling truck in the US market. And then you have Lordstown Motors with issues. And then you have Fisker sort of kind of there back and forth. And you have other truck companies having issues, and Ford is already made one and is already notable and known as a truck company. It's giving them the upper hand. They're not a Tesla. They're not anything like that, but they are Ford. And Ford is strong when it comes to the US market in actually producing and pushing those trucks. So it's a big move with the F-150 Lightning. And this is a stock that as it's pulling back, no matter what goes on in the stock market, if it continues to pull back, the opportunities are becoming better. If it consolidates, it's a great time to do more research before it runs up again. But I believe there's some more room here. And based off of analysis ratings, if you do your research as well, this has a little bit more room than where it's at. And I really like that it's pulled back a little bit, making the opportunity to do research and due diligence on this one while it consolidates or goes into further weakness. As always, this is not financial advice. I'm just here to share with you guys the ticker symbols I'm watching and why I'm watching them. And let's make some money. And thank you guys so much for watching.